It's Week 14 of the NFL. And we've got the Vikings, rangy linebacker, who's now up to 60 tackles after last week's game. It's the Vikings and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're off from U.S. Bank Stadium. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
Your goal as a quarterback going into each and every season is to have a touchdown to interception ratio, Kate, of somewhere 2 to 3, and if you're great, 4 to 1. Anytime it's upside down like his outing last week with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, you know that's not sustainable. It can lead to an awful lot of L's.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Raheem Morris in strong disagreement with that call. He's going to challenge this.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more. And that's going to bring up third and very long. Here's Darnold to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the 8th pick in the draft. The lefty who led your alma mater, Washington, to the national championship game, Brock, Michael Penix Jr.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action. Here's Penix. Throw left side. Complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
A toss now to Robinson.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. Darnold now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. They send him left out of the slot. Now Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So second down coming up. Throwing here, Darnold. Cut out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They are now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Penix on first down. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a first down. Penix here from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Penix working from the gun. Finds London on the slant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. That one's complete to London. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 17. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket.
And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. It's Brandon Powell with the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Darnold. Has his man. It's Addison. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 3 on that gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. And out 3rd down. Now a give to Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll take over here following that punt to end the 1st. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll find the space he needs to get this up to the 25-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another carry for Robinson. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Here's Penix to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Penix. He lets a heater go deep. Misses. Caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Vikings offense back to the field now. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. They send a man in motion. Play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. 1st down, ball at the 36. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here's Darnold to throw. Able to find Jones. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. An option give to Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Penix now on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a give to Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Penix. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. They'll punt it away again. Bradley Kenyon headed back out. Brandon Powell on the return for the Vikings. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Hockenson reels it in. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing here, Darnold. He has the 1st over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38. Has the connection to Hockenson. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line. Able to find Hawkinson. He has room past the 25. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. This one's to Hawkinson outright. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Jones. And he will get into the end zone for a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Avery Williams on the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Falcons offense returning to the field a final time before the half. They'll have to be quick about anything they want to do here. We're just moments away from halftime. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. On 1st down, here's Penix. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. That one's rejected at the line. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Brandon Powell back deep to return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. will get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Travis Etienne, a touchdown run in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Penix on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Staying with Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They go play action. Here's Penix. Taking a deep shot here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 3rd down give to Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Penix working from the gun. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Penix hits him on the in route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Penix. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 14.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. David Onyemata there for the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the Hutch go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Vikings 14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Vikings now set to take the field. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Running right, this is Jones. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. It's Jones on the toss. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold to throw. Has the connection to Jones. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Smith able to put it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Penix now on 1st down. Finds London on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. And we're going to get a timeout from the defense here. On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Into traffic, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. And again, it's Penix. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Here's Jones. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw, here's Darnold. Sideline shot is snagged by Hawkinson. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Throwing Penix. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. 8 yards on that play, and they only have 1 now to go on 3rd down. Now the give for Bijan. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Vikings are going to take over from deep in their own side. Now Darnold has the connection to Hawkinson. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Receiver in motion, headed right. Darnold looking to throw. Able to find Hawkinson. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Throwing here, Darnold. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
It's second down and 10.
Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's the gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Darnold. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. On first down, here's Penix. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down. Penix here from the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Penix on first down. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. This is Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Going to the ground again on first. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Penix on third down. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. He fires one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Darnold now to throw. Jones reels it in. And this one doesn't go far. Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. Here's Darnold. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And this has to be a touchdown, Brock. They're taking the field first and goal from the 5. A touchdown all but gifted to them here as they take over first and goal. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Just about every draw play in the book is headed right up the gut. But that doesn't mean you can ignore those DNs and the pressure they create on the edges. You got to hold them off. And if you don't, well, bad things happen just like that.
And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons push their lead to 18.
Vikings 17.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Powell now to return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. This offense ready to get going again now. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Able to find Jones. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38. He's got him. That's Addison. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Has the connection to Jones. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 49-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Pass is caught by Addison. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And the Vikings first down.
To throw, here's Darnold. Has his man, it's Addison. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He's going to push one deep down the right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Darnold looking to throw. Cut out left. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Falcons cover up the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The visitors send running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Falcons approaching win number 7 on the year. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. 3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Vikings and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 18.
Vikings 24.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. From the 33 on 2nd down. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.